Good. Actually pretty nice out today. We're gonna just stay inside because yesterday was freezing and I figured today would be the same. But it's actually pretty nice out. It's still windy, but the sun makes it nice and warm. Cats find the strangest places to lay. Out of all the places and comfortable spots he could lay, he's cramped in this little teeny area by the window. And he has a board pushed into his butt. Well, I guess if he thinks he's comfortable. It's Wednesday and yesterday was completely crazy. Not like the entire day. But I was already rushing to go to our Christian meeting. I make it and everything, and I come back home expecting to put this little guy to bed, and because it's late at that point, it's like 9:30, 9:40, and usually I clean him up and then I put him into bed. Then as I was like in the process of doing that with you know, kind of doing a few other things, I noticed a rocket was sitting at the end of the bed, and my husband was sitting in bed, and we were talking and whatnot, and when I passed Rocket, I kind of like went and patted his head, but I don't know, something in me told me he was sitting wrong, like he wasn't sitting right, like he was squatting, but I was like, oh, whatever, he's, you know, I don't think he'd be squatting on the bed. So I went down to his room to get like things situated, his bed and everything. Come back and I look at the edge of the bed and there's like this wet spot, and I was like, okay, Riker doesn't have a sippy cup on him. He doesn't have any cups whatsoever. He wasn't on the bed because sometimes, you know, cloth diapers, it kind of seeps through. So I was like, okay, so it can't be that, and it was right where Rocket was sitting, so he peed on the bed. I was so frustrated because I just washed the sheets, I washed the comforter, everything was nice and clean, and he just peed on it. Like, it was no big deal. He just sat there. Like, he was so calm and chill, just sitting there at the end of the bed and just peeing. So I don't know what it is. The cat box does need to be changed. I'm going to change now. But he's never done that. I've had it way more worse than this because sometimes I forget about it. It's in there. Yes, it smells sometimes, but I have like a air freshener in there, so sometimes I don't really notice the smell. And, you know, I clean my house really good, and that's just the one thing that I always forget about because it's just in that corner in the laundry room. And I get tired, so it's like the last thing I want to do is go dump a, you know, cat box. So I had to wash everything. I had to wash the sheets because we only have a couple pair of sheets, which we need to get more. It's one thing we have, you know, we need to get more of, but because the other pair was already dirty. I already took it off to put on the new ones, so I had to wash sheets, I had to wash the comforter. We didn't even use the comforter last night. I still had to wash it so it didn't, you know, reek of urine, but I had to we had to use a couple other blankets instead. But it's like, what the heck? What's wrong with him? I don't know. I mean, it could have been the fact that he had to go and he was holding it because the cat box is dirty. I mean, honestly, it's not really that dirty. It's a little over a week, and usually I change it every week. So I don't know what he was doing. So, but my husband's really angry with him because obviously we don't want him peeing everywhere and peeing on the blankets and everything and floors and whatnot, but it's like he's never done that before. I mean, the only time you could tell that he didn't like the cat box because it was a bit dirty was he ended up doing a little nugget in the tub, and there was no pee or anything because I like kind of smelled around and stuff because I was like, uh-oh. But that was it, just a little nugget in the tub, and that's it. And so I have no clue. He doesn't seem like he's very particular on going in the cat box and everything and not peeing out of the cat box or anything like that. So I don't know if it's a phase he's going through. I don't know. It's because it can't be because he needs to be fixed because they don't squat. They just spray everywhere, and he does not spray. So I have no clue. Just frustrating. I don't want him peeing on my blankets. That's where I sleep and where I'm all cozy. And so these guys caught a baby mouse, and I thought it was gone, but they're still looking for it here. So I don't know if they just think it's here or if they smell it here. Probably do. But it's really tiny. It's a really baby mouse. So I think they found it. They must have. Let's see, get out of the way so I can see. There, he's outside. Went on the steps and dropped down there, so. Floor is all mopped, house is clean. Laundry is drying, and then just decided kind of last minute. I mean, I've been thinking about this for a while, but I was like, I don't really have the proper chicken, so I'm just not gonna do it. But I was really craving this, and my husband likes this once in a while, but definitely not when it's getting warmer out. But I had this a little bit at my mom's, and I just was craving it, so I just took chicken thighs, which you think wouldn't really be that good like this, but I just kind of browned them up a little bit and kind of seared the fat part, and then I stuck it in here, and then I made the gravy to go inside, and then I just have carrots and, you know, peas and what you can see there with onion, and it looks really good. I'm pretty sure it's gonna taste good because the gravy came out really good. I love getting just the chicken broth in the can and then just making some gravy from that because it just comes out so good and tasting so good. So I'm excited, just letting Rikers cool, and then I'm gonna eat this because I am so hungry making all this food, even though this was super quick, but it still was a little bit of prep because cutting things, searing the chicken, making the gravy, so it was a little bit of a prep, but still, like, and plus I made the banana muffins along with it. So he's been doing really good, and he'll give me Dee Dee, and not right now. He's in a weird mood where he found it, so now he won't give it to you. You're gonna break him. Hey, you're gonna ruin him. Give him to Mama. Thank you. And it's still good, so it's his last one. So I'm hoping it stays like his last one and he doesn't ruin it. No! I'm gonna have to hide it. Put it on his picture frame. Like that. So then you can have it. We're gonna have dinner soon. Okay, Mommy cook dinner. Yeah. Mommy cook dinner. I feel really productive today and feel like a real housewife. I don't know. Some days I just feel like I didn't accomplish anything, even though I cleaned, even though I cooked or things like that. I just feel like I didn't accomplish anything. But today I feel like I did really good because I cleaned out what I needed to. I dealt with some online stuff. Excuse me. I took Riker out to play. I gave him, you know, time, played with him and things like that. And then I cooked dinner and I made muffins. I don't know, stuff like that makes me feel like when I was a little girl and my mom used to do stuff like that. She used to be so productive, or she might not have felt like she was productive, but I always felt like she was really productive, and she was always baking and, you know, making good meals, and then playing with us. So sometimes, some days I'm like, I don't know how she did it. She had 2 kids all by herself, and I don't know how she did it, but some days I just feel like, you know, as productive as that. It tastes so good. I'm so excited. It has like that sweet effect with the carrots and the peas and everything. It's really good. I'm happy. Nope, that was just a car, buddy. Not nighttime. Can I have a kiss? Drinking my daily green tea. Trying to get this guy to eat his lunch. I've been really addicted to making cake in a mug, or one of these like mug bowls, because it's super simple. It's like 1/4 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of milk, a couple tablespoons of either butter or some sort of oil. I use coconut oil and sometimes butter, depending on what we have the most of. A pinch of salt, 1/4 cup of sugar, but I don't put that much in. I kind of put a little bit less. And then a couple tablespoons of cocoa powder, but you can put in as much as you would like depending on how chocolatey you would like it. And then I actually add a little bit of marshmallow, like this little bit of marshmallow right there, and some on the side there, just as a little added bonus, because I told him if he eats his lunch, he can have some of this. But it takes only like 1.5 minutes to make one of these, and then you got a quick dessert. And then say you don't want to eat too much cake, you just want a little snack without indulging in like making a huge cake, and then you have to eat it through the week. You just have that little bit of, you know, that little portion, and then that's it. Right? Come on, eat. Eat, eat, eat. Mommy help you? It's 11 something. I did all my cleaning for today, except for just folding out the laundry. I'm gonna be in it with Mommy. Say hi. Hi. And I got ready, obviously, and then I just gotta get this guy cleaned up so we can go outside. Can we go for a walk? Can we go outside and go for a walk? You want to bring your bike? Okay.
Guitar.
Now that's a guitar, yeah. Good job. So it's Saturday. I thought I'd film a little bit. I'm going out with my mom as usual. You gonna go see? Oh, look at you, Mr. Chocolate Boy.
Huh?
Did you have chocolate?
Huh?
Did you have chocolate? Oh, and you putting your hand all over the bed. Don't put your hand on the bed, baby. You got chocolate hands. What did you eat? Get off that bed. Get off that bed, you chocolate boy. Ah, not on the pillow. Get out of here. Get out of here. Mess up the bed. All right, let's go. Let's go clean you up, Mr. Messy Boy. So this is the stuff I have to trade in. I have all those bags in that box, and then this is for Goodwill, for the thrift store place. So I'm hoping to get quite a bit from that, because I mean, he doesn't need a terrible amount, but he obviously doesn't have like the next step up, like 3 and 4, and they grow like crazy. So I'm Riker, messy boy, get off my pillow.